This will be a good one for a nice disclaimer at the beginning.
Yikes. Time to party like it's the greatest year in film. That year is 1999. With me again, our returning guests, Sarah.
Hey.
And Brenda.
Hello.
I'm already breaking my own rule and touching the microphone. For today, we watched Drop Dead Gorgeous, a masterclass in passing the Bechdel test.
This is the one I've been the most excited for.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
You said you had not seen this before.
I had never even heard of it before this, to my knowledge, but my God, do I love it now.
Did you have any, you hadn't heard of it before you popped it in. Did you do any research? Like, what was your concept of it going in?
I had absolutely no research.
Okay.
No concept. I just went in blind the first time.
Great. Perfect. And you, I'm pretty sure, whoever you worked with at the time, somebody had lent it to you. And that's how we first saw it.
God, how long ago was that?
It would have been a while.
There's just the one scene that
I know.
just can't get out of my head.
We'll come to it because I'm sure that
anybody that's ever seen the movie has to know the one I'm talking about.
So it wouldn't have been around release that we saw it, and we hadn't heard of it either.
And it was when Kirstie Alley was still thin. I mean, I don't know how many times she's been thin,
but theoretically not crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, is she crazy?
Right.
What happened?
I think so.
Huh. I don't know.
Who knows?
So I don't think many people have heard of this because we were talking about Stigmata and how we weren't sure how famous it was.
Mm-hmm.
It has more reviews than Drop Dead Gorgeous does, so it's at least more famous than this.
Right.
But I have also heard that it is now a cult classic. I'm not sure what cult, but people know it now.
A Wiccan.
Well, I was kind of talking to you about that earlier. I went looking for this movie after I found out that I love it, and it is like $40 to buy a Blu-ray of this movie.
Holy cow.
It's insane.
I don't remember who it was, but it came up on some podcast. I was like, holy shit, I've actually seen that movie. And they were saying that like the DVDs are out of print now, so if you can even find one, snatch it up. But I was like,
because I was going to try.
It's cheap enough on Amazon.
I've only seen prices like that on like hard to find horror movies,
right?
Because we kind of collect those a little bit. And I mean, then I understand. This movie I could not understand, but it's great. So
I can definitely see why it wouldn't have been a big deal at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of these actresses were still so young and unknown.
Right.
Like, I'm thinking specifically of Amy Adams.
Who is unknown.
So, Drop Dead Gorgeous. Here's the IMDb summary. A small-town beauty pageant turns deadly as it becomes clear that someone will go to any length to win.
That's someone be.
Wow. I never would have realized it had a write-up like that after seeing it. This sounds kind of like a mystery of some sort.
Okay, so what would have been your write-up? What's your summary?
More like Mean Girls meets somebody. I don't know.
Okay, so do we want to go through the plot like we did for we just kind of naturally fell into that last time. We can do that again. Because I have fewer pages than last time, but pages.
That's good, because it's not all that.
Yeah, right. Like I was telling you guys, there's both so much happening and nothing at all happening at once. And I can't figure out which. Like we were talking about, Stigmata is very plot driven and like
there is a natural direction to it.
The outer forces that are pressing in on these people. This is character driven, depending upon the insanity of the people we're dealing with.
Which is a 10 out of 10.
So it's a mockumentary. It opens with a video of a pageant. Adam West is there.
Of course he is.
It's weird, right? Like, it's weird.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a way to say it.
We cut out of this video to see that it's being shown to a gymnasium with, like, 6 girls in it. It's basically an orientation video, right?
Yeah. One thing I want to note about this particular scene is that it cuts off early because somebody accidentally taped over the end of it with guiding light. And that is the most 90s thing ever.
Is that your most 90s thing about this movie?
Maybe. I don't know. It's up there.
Hair. Definitely the hair.
You were a fan of the Aquanet.
Yes. Oh.
Can
I tell you an Aquanet story real quick?
Please do. I always think of Alison Krauss. I'm talking about Aquanet.
I always knew when my parents were going to go out for the night.
Because you could smell it?
Because I could smell the Aquanet. And that meant we could go to Grandma's house.
Aw.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's great.
I miss that smell.
What was it, Grandma's house? Like cookies?
Hugs and cookies and
Aw.
hot chocolate and
That's so nice.
coal stove and
All the great things.
all the great things in life.
So it's this introductory video for a local beauty pageant. It's just for the city. For some reason, the people running the show go to the mall to pick out outfits for the girls.
That was an odd thing for me. Like, wouldn't the girls go themselves?
I'm not positive what happened with that. Like, what was the point of that? Was just like to show
They're remember where they are now. They can't appear to be promiscuous in any way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Part of it is they're driving in this van and they come across a drunk priest.
That was great.
And they're like, Catholics. Sometimes the temptation is too much. That's why we Lutherans use grape juice.
Yes.
Is that true?
No.
I was about to say, it's wine.
It's wine.
It's wine. And Jesus.
It's the
And Jesus.
Jesus. No, it's Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's that. No, Manischewitz.
Oh.
Manischewitz.
So it's composed primarily of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
A kind of Kool-Aid
Is
like.
$5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
alcoholic Kool-Aid. Jews got it down. So yeah, they have to pick out these outfits that apparently they can't show off too much. And
Correct.
what else is happening? Like, she's coming up with the theme for this year's pageant, which was what? Proud to be an American?
Yes.
And then they interrogate her about what were the past themes, and it's all just like, buy American.
And her favorite year, I
can.
Mayor,
Yes.
can.
This is Kirstie Alley, by the way.
Yes.
This is Gladys Lehman, who won this pageant 17 years ago, when she was 17.
And conveniently now has a daughter who
Who
will
is
also be
17.
competing.
That's why she never went to state. She got pregnant.
Drama.
We cut back to the gym where the girls are registering, and we meet the girls. Amy Adams has so many teeth.
Yes,
Oh,
she does. How do they all fit in there?
Poor Amy Adams in 1999.
I still don't like her. She's cute in this. That's Leslie. Kirsten Dunst can barely do the accent.
The accents in this movie are horrendous.
Off the wall.
Okay, I just figured it out.
Okay, what's that?
It is Mean Girls meet Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's perfect. There's murders. You betcha. I shouldn't have done that while you were drinking. I'm sorry. There's Denise Richards, who
And her teeth.
is horrifying.
She is. She is surprisingly horrifying.
She's something else. And that's Gladys's daughter.
Miss Rebecca Lehman.
Yes. Brittany Murphy is the most adorable thing on the planet.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love that era of Brittany
Oh my
Murphy.
God.
She was so cute.
She's the best
And she
thing.
just come back and
I know. I know.
live
Give
forever.
her a big hug. There's this weird girl called Tessa. Is it Tessa or just Tess? I think
Is
it's
she
Tessa. She's the dog girl.
Yeah.
We're making this face that it's not playing on radio, but it's bad. There's Molly, who was apparently adopted by a Japanese family. She calls herself Asian American, which is like, girl, you were adopted 3 years ago. You are redheaded. You are not Asian American.
Very, very white.
Aye. And she has clearly been
They have an interesting family dynamic that they didn't expand upon enough for me to get
no.
a good picture of.
The Japanese parents have a daughter she just like comes through the room and is shouting in Japanese. And they don't translate it on screen, but I found it and it's like, man, when are we going back to Tokyo? It sucks here. They eat butter on everything. I hate it. And that's basically where their other daughter is.
Well, and her parents got so excited about her talent being line dancing because it's Western American.
It's so
What?
Amy Wong from Futurama.
Yeah.
Where like her Asian parents are like so American and Western and
It's a weird dynamic.
they're proud to be American. There's Michelle, the pretentious thespian.
The what?
Pretentious thespian.
Thespian. Okay.
And we'll get to the lesbian. Okay. There's Janelle, lives with her deaf family. Her dream is to spread sign language around the world.
A noble dream.
Like she's talking about her talent is going to be she's going to sign while she dances and sings something. And then there is Tammy, who is the jock.
Oh, Tammy.
Who is coded as gay, and she is killed immediately. So there's your bury your gays trope.
Yep.
Great.
Check.
She's like riding on a tractor, and it goes over the hill. And she's like, nobody can beat me. And then and it's the voiceover, and then, there's video of it exploding. Just a huge cloud of fire.
Yes.
The bathroom trash is immediately suspicious of this death. The
bathroom trash.
The gross grunge girls that one of them's pregnant and smoking, and they're strange, but they are immediately, they let you in on like, this world is fucking weird.
They get it.
Nothing here is right.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're still just introducing people because literally
I
nothing's
know
happening.
it went
so
on
many
and
people.
on and on.
Nothing is happening.
There's so many people.
There's the old lady that they work with at ballet practice, who's the weird haircut. What's the name of the lady in The Incredibles? She has like kind of that hair. The little bitty one.
Oh, I don't know her name.
With the glasses. We were introduced to last year's winner.
Oh, dear.
Mary Johansson.
Oh, dear.
Who's that actress? Do I recognize her from something, or?
I'm sure, but they've got her so
just whacked out.
Boy.
I know she's someone.
Suffering from anorexia. Heavily implied it's because of the pageant. It's later in the movie, but she says, this time last year, everything she does takes so much effort because she's a skeleton of a human being. Like, she's just a shell. It's like, I don't even know if she's aware that she is a shell of a person, but she's like,
I hope not.
Was brushing up on current events and running 18 miles a day on 400 calories. Which is so not funny, but it is. Like, I'm sorry. This is so bad. Like, eating disorders are a very real thing, but...
apologized in advance. I'm sorry, we didn't.
Okay, so this movie is very, very, very fucking problematic, and I don't know if that's the year that it came from, or if they did that on purpose. I honestly can't tell.
I think
because it is very problematic.
I think it's a combination. I think a lot of it is on purpose, because they're trying to do a satire, but... Wow. Just whoa. Yeah. I have a whole list of things that wouldn't fly today.
Me too. I had a running tally going of the R word.
Yeah.
I renamed this Who All Can We Piss Off?
Okay, great.
In 2018.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
What is
so
that list?
We all have our list. Oh,
what does it look like? Oh, no.
It is.
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap is right. It's very long. It
takes place in Minnesota, by the way.
Minnesota.
Let's start with probably every person in Minnesota.
Okay. Yes.
Touché.
The deaf community. Asian Americans.
Yes.
Asian Americans.
Hispanic people.
Yes. The Mexicans.
Whoa.
The Mexicans,
Whoa.
yes.
People with anorexia.
People with eating disorders. People with that are on the spectrum or have autism or anything like that.
Forgot about that one.
People who have been sexually abused or groomed by an abuser.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, we're not done yet, somehow.
Thus our perv.
It's bad.
It's pretty bad.
The old boys will be boys thing.
Yeah. Oh my God. Becky's father is a fucking dirtbag. So there's 3 men in the whole movie? One of them gets shot in the head almost immediately. Okay. Then there's Becky's dad, who is disgusting.
Lester Lehman.
Oh yeah.
Played by Sam McMurray.
I didn't pay attention. Native Americans.
What happened with that?
Don't you remember they had them in the parade at the beginning of the parade? They were riding on tricycles. They had them riding on.
Oh, that parade.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
There's a lot to unpack in this movie.
Okay, so we've been over the bury your gays trope. People living in trailer parks.
Oh,
yes.
Forgot that one.
Completely forgot that one.
Trailer trash. Yes.
Okay, well, Kirsten Dunst, her character's name is Amber. Her mother, Annette, also competed. I don't know, did they talk about her winning or not winning? Or
feel like, weren't they the same year?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh. What's her face?
Her mom's best friend, Alice.
Yeah, Alice
Loretta.
and
She's the fucking best.
Oh my God.
I have been thinking about this all week. How much I have never really thought about Alice and Janney, but how much I fucking love her. Why is she a queen in everything she does?
Amazing. She stole it. She stole it.
I want to be her best friend.
She's the Stanley Tucci of this movie.
Yes,
she can do no wrong.
She has the best advice ever.
Yeah, she really does.
I actually read an article about this movie with Alice and Janney this week. Like, it was an interview, and she says she is still asked about her role in this movie.
Really?
Today. Like, it's one of the ones she gets asked about the most, next to, like, I think The West Wing. She mentioned she was even in an airport once, and she overheard two, like, girls talking about, like, you know, spouting off lines from the movie, and they didn't even realize that she was there.
Oh, my God. That's... Yeah. Oh, man. Did she sneak up on him? And
she did say something to them.
That would have been
the
greatest.
Was like, did you know that I was in this or something?
She's adorable. Okay. So Amber's mother, Annette, was once a contestant in this pageant. Then we sort of, again, we're bouncing around everywhere because nothing's actually happening. We go to Becky's home, the Lehmans, and her parents are a nightmare. Mm-hmm. Both of them. It's like Gladys is... What is Gladys? She
wants to appear like the perfect... house mother.
Yes.
But she doesn't really belong in... Where the hell are they?
Minnesota.
Mount Rose.
Yes, Mount Rose.
I'm sure she'd rather be in New York City.
I don't know.
Well, and I feel like she also likes to be the big fish in a small pond.
That's true.
Like...
You see, Kirsten Dunst's character basically has that where, like, I'm actually just a small fish. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Gladys would get that.
No. I think she likes to feel special. She gets that living in Mount Rose.
Yeah, she's married to the rich guy who owns a business, even though he's a complete sleazeball.
Yeah, he's horrendous.
He's one of those people that has a globe with liquor inside of it.
I actually made a note about that.
What was the line? Something about Afghanistan. Tape cassette comes out of Afghanistan. Oh my God. What was your note?
Oh, just that he had that globe with the booze in it.
Yeah, he's smoking a cigar, I guess, probably, and I'm sure he's always drunk.
Oh, yeah.
But he's gross. Like, he definitely seems like one of those people that...
I would hate.
Absolutely. So are most of them.
True.
But he's like a special kind of complete, manipulative, disgusting jerk.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the men in this movie do not come off great.
No, they do not.
They really don't.
I mean, Brett's fine, the young kid. Because
that doesn't last long, though.
Becky, the Denise Richards character, she's in line with him at the cafeteria, and she wants him to go cow tipping. And he's like, I'm busy. And he's like, he's the jock. He's like, what, football guy?
Something like that, yeah.
And he completely shuts her down, and she's like, she's the popular kid, and she, like, throws a fit. The Kirsten Dunst character is, for some reason, working the cafeteria at school. And after turning down Becky... He's like, I'm not really busy this weekend. Do you want to go do something? And he's really sweet.
I love that.
Amber's like, yeah, sure. And Becky's not happy. Mm-hmm. I don't remember where in all of this montage we're at the Lutheran Sisterhood Gun Club or something. Like,
we find a lot out about her.
I got this handgun for my 13th birthday.
Yes.
Oh. And during target practice... All of the targets get hit above the right eye, if you'll notice. Mm-hmm. Weird how that's where Brett gets shot.
Imagine that.
Weird. I'm going out of order again.
Spoilers, please.
I mean, it's kind of hard to stay in order with this movie because, again...
we're introduced to...
So basically, we can't go wrong here.
Yeah, I mean...
Time is a flat circle. So we meet the judges. The judges are John Doe, D-O-U-G-H, who is disgusting and should be in prison.
Yes.
Featuring suspiciously specific denials.
Uh-huh.
Something about the young girls.
Yes. God. The more you doth protest.
Right. Oh my God. Now he's someone too, right?
Yes, he is someone too.
I can't remember his name.
Hold on, let me find my search history.
Matt Malloy?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Just kidding. One of the autocompletes in Google was Drudge Report somehow, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, let's
get out of here right now. So that guy's the first judge. He has motives, I guess.
That's a nice way to put it.
He likes the young ladies,
the young girls.
Yes.
And he always says it like that, the young girls.
Yeah.
Like, For some reason, that's the creepiest way you could put it.
Well, yeah, because it's not like young ladies, young women.
Yeah.
No, it's
The young girls.
they're girls.
Oh my god. I never got the names of the guys from the store. So there's like these big guys. God, what is that guy's a character actor who's in everything. Yeah, it's like you said, literally everyone is in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, this is
For a small movie.
star-studded cast.
I know.
Especially for one that I had literally never heard of.
Right.
Ever.
I mean, it's like I don't follow Denise Richards. I don't follow
Same.
Kirsten Dunst or Kirstie Alley or
Yeah, I can't find it. I don't know.
Hank
was it Films?
Films. Uh-huh.
So were they brothers?
They were brothers, yes.
So there's these redneck big dudes that own a shop, and one of them is what's the PC term? Because I'm trying not to be offensive.
Yeah, I don't know. What
whatever you turn into when you huff too much.
I mean, would you say mentally handicapped?
I don't know.
I don't know what the PC term would be now.
I mean, please be nice to us if you correct us, but
we mean absolutely no harm.
yeah, I just truly don't know.
And Michael McShane, I believe, is the other.
So one of these big rednecks is the second judge.
That is correct.
They're, do you call them comic relief in a comedy? Or they're the slapstick duo.
I would say they would still be comic relief.
Dumb idiots given...
Because a lot of the humor in this is like dark humor.
Yeah.
But they are just, like you said, slapstick.
The one who's not the judge, the ward, I guess, pops up when he sees the camera crew, because it is a mockumentary. Are we on Cops? Are we on Cops? This is the first time we hear Cops mentioned. We go to Lester Lehman's furniture store.
Oh, boy.
He's, again, a complete slimeball, and he's being followed around by this woman who I guess works for him, and he slaps her around the ass, and he's the worst person. This woman who has 0 lines is the third judge, and according to the TV tropes, I think she was that woman was one of the writers.
I am just now reading this.
Yeah.
She participated in a number of beauty pageants as a child and was crowned Minnesota's Junior Miss in 1985.
Cute.
Before becoming the runner-up in the year's America's Junior Miss, winning a $10,000 scholarship.
Wow.
So
Graduated
she's perfect for writing
from
this.
Rosemount High School.
Oh,
shortly
interesting.
thereafter. She was born and raised in Rosemount, Minnesota. Rosemount.
Love that.
What's her name?
Lona Williams.
Cute. And her face the entire time is like, how would you describe this face? It's like as pinched in as you could possibly be.
Yeah.
Her like Coke bottle lenses, you can't see her eyes. And she's just got like this pursed mouth frown, like she does not ever want to be anywhere that she is.
Yeah.
Correct.
So those are our 3 judges. Then we meet Loretta, Allison Janney, who sees the camera crew and says, "Oh, are we on Cops again?" The again really got me.
I love that, yes.
And she basically says what the bathroom trash says of like, something's going on here. Like it's
bad news.
It's all bullshit because we know who's going to win because the Lehmans are in control of everything.
Exactly.
What'd she say? Like it's front page news when one of them takes a shit. So
yeah.
The Kirsten Dunst character has a part-time job at the funeral home.
Which, of course.
I think might be one of my favorite parts. I love it.
Yes. You would expect it to play a larger role in a film called Drop Dead Gorgeous.
I wish that it had.
Doesn't. So she's at her part-time job where she gets to practice her talent, which is tap, while she's doing makeup on the bodies. She pulls back the blanket on one of her next, not a clients. And it's poor Brett, who's been shot above the right eye. Hunting season.
Guess they're not going to have their date after all.
Aw. And the camera crew is talking to her like, are you cool? Like, how do you feel right now? She's like, well, it happens. You know, what is it? Hazards of the job or something like that.
Yeah, hazards of the job.
Poor thing.
Hunting season.
Yeah. And then, what is it? The owner comes in, is like, we got another one. We're going to start running out of caps. Because, like, they have to put a cap over the bullet hole in his head. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
It's at this point that she discloses to the camera crew that she found in her locker a photo of Tammy, who blew up on the tractor.
Yes.
On the back was written, "You're next."
Uh-oh.
So, Loretta is right. Bathroom trash is right.
Mm-hmm.
Which, let's be real, if that happened to me, I would be out of that pageant immediately. Done.
ASAP.
I'm out.
May I recommend a beer or two if you so choose to watch this?
Yes. Highly recommend.
Just saying. I mean, not that it's not much fun without, but
The owner of the funeral home comes in and is like, there's trouble, like there's a fire at the trailer park, and Amber's like, that's just code for I don't remember what, but
Something about bring home a pack of smokes.
and a gallon of milk.
yeah. He's like, no, there's really a fire at the trailer park.
So she runs off.
So she runs home and things are completely burnt down. She thinks she's lost her mom, but I mean, she's alive. She's okay.
As Alice and Janney make sure we know.
You would like to say something?
I just have the visual in my head that I can't.
We don't see it yet.
Escape. I know.
She's rolling into the back of an ambulance. So we follow her to the hospital. Amber says, I'll be right behind you in the hearse.
Alice and Janney says, don't let that scare you.
Oh my God.
She has reliable transportation.
It's at that point that we see it. We get her into the hospital room and she's being cleaned. The doctor's like, she's fine. We're going to take care of her. Once we get her all stabilized, then we take care of this. And her right hand is what? Melted around a can of beer?
Yes. I will never be able to get that out of my head.
It's horrifying. So she's just been
bad makeup job.
Oh, it's very bad. It's obviously plastic. Like everything about it.
Makes it so fucking funny. Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
Things like that are what make this movie so good.
It knows what it is. For
yes,
sure.
It does. Yes. And it does it well.
It does it well. Oh, fuck.
So even though everything in their trailer has been burned, she says, what is it that she says?
Something about grabbing the tap shoes in her panties on the way out.
Go talk to the guy who cut them off of me. So she's still going to be able to do her talent at the pageant.
Yeah.
Thank God. Wow.
Hey.
There's another visual.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's like before you got explodified out of the trailer, like
you managed to grab the tap shoes.
Was something on fire and then you grabbed the tap shoes and then it I don't know. Like, but
I questioned that.
The order of this.
I don't want to question it, but I had to. I'm just going to let that one go.
Hey, honestly, we should all be grateful she had on panties that day.
You know,
true.
That's
because this movie could have gone in a whole other direction.
Obviously already drinking. Yes. So, who knew? Amber is, of course, terrified of this picture that she got, so she wants to quit the pageant. Because obviously it's just dangerous.
Yeah, I'd be done.
So we have a dead lesbian.
Yes.
We have a house.
Exploded trailer park.
Blown to smithereens.
A dead could-be boyfriend.
And see, that's the thing. Like, Amber was supposed to be at home, but she got called into the funeral home because Brett got shot, because she had work to do. So, assuming that she was supposed to be home, whoever that might have been that set the fire, they were going after Amber.
Don't be so judgmental. You don't know who that might have been.
So where did we go after that?
There is so much smoking in this movie.
Yeah, there is.
Amber wants to quit, but her mother convinces her to try to stay in it anay.
Oh, because remember, her mom originally thought she wanted out because she was pregnant.
Oh my God, she's pregnant!
Oh, that's this movie in a nutshell.
Yeah. Okay, baby, I just come here and I'll kill you. What is it that Loretta tells her that your mom sacrificed her belly, butt, and thighs or something?
Yeah, to bring you into
this world and save your tap shoes. Basically, her mother wants her to do better than she did. Like, she says, if I had it to do over again, the only thing I wouldn't do any different would be have you. Otherwise, I would have been out of this town. Things would be completely different. So you have to get out of here. Like, make sure that you do better. Oh, and we haven't even talked about Diane Sawyer.
Oh, Diane Sawyer.
Do we have to?
Why not? I had like 7 mentions of her.
I mean, Diane Sawyer is
8. She is
her idol.
Yeah. She's the role model for
Amber.
the Kirsten Dunst character. She wants to be just like Diane Sawyer. She wants to be a reporter. Diane Sawyer was in pageants.
Which I did not know was actually true.
I don't know if it is.
It is. I looked it up.
Okay, good.
I found pictures of her when
was she wearing that dress?
I don't know. I only saw her face. I'm gonna look that up while you.
Because while all of Amber's clothes melted onto her mother's clothes, somebody okay, something else happened with her tap costume.
It's similar. I mean,
it's a little more A-line than
Oh, definitely more A-line. But yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's so sweet. I wonder if that's from the writer. What was it, Lana
Williams?
Lana Williams. I wonder if
that was maybe her role model.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's sweet. Fucking literally nothing is happening.
Throughout the entire movie. I mean, there's small plot points here and there, but
yeah. There's a little bit of interpersonal conflict.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's just play by play, here's what happens at a pageant.
I mean, I watched this movie twice this week and I could not tell you the order that anything happened in, really.
Yeah. The only reason I'm here doing any of it is because I wrote it down as I went. I would have no idea either. So anyway, Amber's mother convinces her to stay in the pageant. They move to the judges' interviews at the VFW. Mm-hmm. They learn how to sit like ladies. Close your legs so I could drive a boat in there.
Or Amy Adams.
Oh my God. She's good. They ask ridiculous questions like, what kind of tree would you be?
Mm-hmm. They made Kirsten Dunst, what was it, recite and spell the entire, all of the states?
In alphabetical order.
In alphabetical order. And you just see her getting more excited.
I know. She's...
West Virginia.
Yeah. Well, the first couple, you can tell she's obviously going... she obviously doesn't know the song, first of all.
Yeah.
Isn't that immediately
That's what I thought about the entire
was?
time.
I never learned that song. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Such a thing.
It is a
every
thing.
Millennial.
Yeah.
Here to hum a few bars.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida. Yes.
My God.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
ALABAMA. And she has to do the math again on what comes next alphabetically.
Yeah.
ALASKA.
Can you imagine having to do that?
Oh my God.
I mean, I know the song and I would screw it up.
No, I'd forget where I was for sure. So she spells the first three and then they make a hard cut to West Virginia. WEST.
She was so happy at that point.
It's adorable.
And then when she completes, the guy just kind of checks off his clipboard I don't even know why I asked this, but she did it.
I'm just going to believe her.
Sure. Brittany Murphy's just laughing her head off.
She's the cutest human being ever.
Thing. I know. We visit Mary Jo Hansen again. She's not looking good. I think this is where she talks about running 18 miles a day. Amber apparently comes to visit her and does her hair and makeup. And her hair is not hanging in there.
No.
She's losing a lot of hair.
I loved it when she pulled the handful of it out of the hairbrush. She pops it back on top of her head. I
didn't notice that.
Well, and was this the point where Annette also came to visit and brought her candy?
Becky,
yeah. She comes every day, whatever.
It's your favorite.
Who are you?
Yeah, and Mary's I don't know you. You silly. She always does this with a dopey look on her face.
Oh my God.
Horrible person.
It's really okay if you don't understand, because it's not.
There's not really a plot to understand.
I feel this podcast is going to make no fucking sense if you haven't seen this movie, but I really can't help you.
There's no way to explain it.
There's these ridiculous cartoon characters, and they're at a beauty pageant, and some of them die.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. Honestly.
Didn't say 1999 had all good movies, did we?
Janelle gets a phone call that her cousin has had a deaf baby, and she wants to go see it.
Yes.
Her number is 8,
which was
but
Diane
she wants
Sawyer's.
to go first. That's correct. Janelle wants to go first so that she can go see the baby afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So she trades places with.
So now we're in the pageant.
Yes.
Yes, we are in during the pageant.
I don't know. Was this still rehearsal? Because after that, they do the opening number because she's not there for that, where they all have the bullshit on their head.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't...
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Logic, who cares? So she trades places with Amber.
Mm-hmm.
So Janelle rehearses first, gets a light dropped on her head. And Amber's like, that was meant for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's already had her house blown up, so we can see that.
Which can I say? She is like the luckiest person ever to have missed all of these.
I think Loretta makes a comment about that, like, you're just fucking lucky.
I mean, yeah.
Enjoy it.
But they do their opening number. And then I don't even know what comes after that, but I know they end up backstage again and she's looking for her talent costume and it's gone.
Yep. Her tap costume is gone.
Where did it go?
She outright accuses Becky of doing something.
I was just going to say, did anyone not see that coming?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the reason, ostensibly, that they took out Tammy first was because she wins everything.
Mm-hmm.
She is, like, has 6 different letters on her jacket and...
Well, because supposedly she was the captain of the gun
She was the
club,
president of the gun club, beat out Becky.
Which now Becky is. Go figure.
So that's why Tammy went first. And then in a very sweet move, the ballet coach offers Amber a leotard for her tap costume.
Which was very modest, mind you.
Yes. I mean, it's what every 6-year-old girl wore to ballet.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same. For some reason, I have a note here. I don't think I hate anyone more than Michelle, who is the actress girl. What is Soylent Green?
Which, looking at that now also, because I don't know if that is a monologue. I've never heard it, but 2024 is when that is supposedly.
Oh, yeah. Was it a book first? It's definitely a movie. Yeah, so we're close.
Yeah. But what, the talent costume, that I guess had to have been approved.
A week in advance.
A week in advance. And obviously, since, her one that was approved was gone, this leotard is not approved. And guess what? They don't want to approve her new one.
Weird. So, like, it's initially one of the lower down ladies that says, like, it had to have been approved. And so Amber goes directly to Gladys, who is not sympathetic at all.
Doesn't even want to look at her.
Nope.
And calls it a skimpy little thing, I think is what.
Something like that, yeah.
And it was not. It was very modest.
It was a leotard.
Yeah.
With long sleeves?
Yes.
So Amber, she runs off and she's really unhappy that she doesn't get to compete now. And
the girls find her at the top of the stairs.
And to her rescue comes Brittany Murphy, coming in clutch and offering her costume, which had been approved to her. Because she knew she wouldn't win. Sad.
I know, I wanted to cry.
And yet she was so happy. She
was super happy. What was it? She was talking about her brother Peter and
yeah.
We don't need more than one Liza in the family.
Right.
She keeps talking about her big brother that went off to New York to be on Broadway or something.
Yeah. During the beginning of the movie, when the documentary crew goes to visit them, she shows all these pictures of her brother in different performances.
As Madonna, as Liza.
Yes.
Was there a Barbara? That wouldn't surprise
me.
I
think there was a Barbara, yes.
Should have been a Cher.
Yeah. I bet there would be now.
Oh, yeah.
That was Believe era. Believe came out that year.
Oh, yeah.
Did it really?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Oh, actually, this takes place in 95, so that wasn't even then.
Oh, yeah.
I had to look back last night because the fight when Amber was
throwing hands? With Becky?
Throwing down with Becky about her stealing her outfit. Amber kept saying, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. And I'm like, well, that's really funny if they wrote that in there because Bring It On is the name of a movie about cheerleaders that Kirsten Dunst was in.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder if that's the same year. So I looked it up and it was 2000. So maybe somebody was smart enough to figure, she's making that movie too. So let's throw a little funny in there.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Kind of wonder if a smaller movie would take longer to get through production than something bigger like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
My guess would be coincidence. There's a word for that, something that in retrospect is funnier with the things that come after it. Forget what the trope is. So Brittany Murphy gives Kirsten Dunst her costume, which was pageant approved a month in advance.
Yeah.
Amber does a badass tap dance.
Which you noticed,
was legitimately good, first of all.
It was legitimately good, but I feel like they got an actual dancer to do most of it, and she was just doing the big moves.
Yes.
Because you can see, like, they cut straight to her feet through a lot of it and didn't show her from the waist up.
It was like, everybody else was just atrocious in, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about Becky.
Oh, God, please don't.
Well,
oh, my God.
It's
another visual that
It's not even schadenfreude. It just hurts.
Hers was really bad. Tessa's was also, is it Tessa?
Yeah.
The dog girl?
Yeah.
The dog girl,
Who was, like, reciting.
Yeah, she was
dog breeds.
doing dog barks.
Which, didn't they all sound alike? Sorta?
No, I thought they were actually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
God.
But yeah, Becky's was, oh dear.
I actually had a vision of that when we were discussing Stigmata earlier.
Because what was the song she was singing?
Can't take my eyes off of you.
And dancing around with
Jesus on a cross.
On a cross.
Oh my God. And the Velcro arms she pulls off the cross and wraps around herself. Oh my God.
Yeah,
and then when she takes him off stage, she's hauling him on her back.
We didn't want to talk about it.
Oh, but we did.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
We're all just touching our faces like
it just hurts. But I mean, I think the listeners need to know.
Oh, yikes.
That's the time to go pee.
When was Mary's thing? Is that later? That's later, isn't it?
That was earlier.
Was it?
It surprised me how early it came from what I remembered seeing it the first time.
I didn't write it down.
Oh, not the number one scene, the number one visual of the entire movie. You didn't write it down?
I didn't write it down.
Oh, for
I didn't write it down.
Did you?
Did you write it down?
No, but I remembered it. Okay, who's going there? Just bring it to life.
It was probably before all of their talent things, because it was this very weakened girl with anorexia is re-performing her talent from last year because she was the winner. Who would like to tell us about that?
Oh, Kristen.
I've been doing nothing but talking.
I cannot.
I mean,
I cannot.
It's on you, buddy.
Oh dear. I may need some direction. However, she is in a wheelchair. With what I believe is a wig.
Which is
a very obvious.
She has straight blonde hair, and this wig is like
it's coming out in clumps.
It's
her wig
dark
is
brown curls.
It's Melissa Manchester.
It's like dark curls.
Wig. I don't know who
and
I know the song, I just don't like it.
And she's like singing and being wheeled around the stage and just smiling, but looking.
Oh, she's
so
not
creepy.
even singing.
Oh yeah,
but she is lip syncing.
Yeah, and just looking horrifying, like nightmare fuel.
Like she could die.
Yeah,
any second, like drop dead. Oh,
but I will
just got it.
I will be damned if she is not giving the biggest grin.
She really
ever.
She looks very happy. She really does. She's like pointing at the audience, and it's very passionate, but her like arms can't hold up.
Yeah.
We are sorry, by the way.
It's horrifying.
So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing from this movie is lip syncing in a wheelchair.
We're very sorry on behalf of this movie.
So Amber was the last contestant because she had Diane Sawyer's number 8 after trading.
And not dying.
And not dying. Which, I mean, Janelle didn't die either.
Oh, yeah.
Light that was knocked onto her head made her deaf.
Which, how does that work?
Which she was extremely happy about.
So she's prepared.
Yeah, she's
ready to go
down.
Yeah. Ready to go in life.
Yes.
Yep. Go see that baby. Go see that deaf baby.
Go see that deaf baby. Oh, yeah. Amber says, I owe my life to that baby. Yeah. Does she say to that deaf baby?
She does, yes.
So then they announce the winners after there's like some deliberations that, oh God.
Why?
The men are just gross guy is disgusting and
it's bad.
Then
we get our winners.
Our second runner-up is Amy Adams.
Could she have been any more excited?
I know. Like she had won an Academy Award.
I know. I know it. The tears.
This was for a $50 scholarship.
Right.
Jumping up and down.
Oh my God.
Her boyfriend and her other
and his posse.
Boy, yes. Out in the audience. Just yucking it up and
tears off his shirt. Yeah, I know. Devil horns.
Oh my God, she was and stayed happy for the rest of that.
I know it.
Oh,
she was
God.
so excited at the end that she was the second place.
And her boyfriend had to correct her.
Yes,
Like
third.
Like he was suddenly not about it. Like you literally had writing on your chest. Like, first runner-up is Amber.
Sad.
And the winner, that was a $75 scholarship.
Yes.
Very big.
Enough to buy one book. Maybe.
Maybe.
If you're lucky.
Not a math book.
No.
First place, Becky
Wait,
Lehman.
let me guess. Oh, damn it. You spoiled it.
Wait.
We can
First
redo.
place,
Becky Lehman.
Rebecca Anley, my daughter.
What a shock.
Shock me, shock me, shock me.
Oh, and Daddy was so proud. Oh, my God.
And at this point, you would think that the movie would be over.
One would think.
One would hope.
But no, there is much to come.
There has to be a parade.
Of course.
Who doesn't love a parade?
God, we thought it was over, and I have a whole other page of notes.
Yeah, the movie just keeps going.
It doesn't stop.
It just, when you think it's done, multiple times.
So I just want to throw out there, as we're preparing the parade, they're playing this music that is, I think his name is Copeland, Fanfare for the Common Man. And I've heard this piece about Fanfare for the Common Man, and it's about, like, not necessarily presidential or, it's for the everyman. So they're playing it at this, it's not in the town, but they're playing it over this footage of the parade getting started. It was a great touch. Because I'm positive the first, I don't know how many times I had seen it before this. It had been a long time, but I definitely wouldn't have known what it was at that point. Thanks, NPR, for teaching me things. So who wants to talk about the float?
Oh, the float.
You mean the giant piece of flammable
Swan.
Where'd it come from?
From the Mexican workers.
The Mexicans.
Oh, gosh.
At a good deal.
At a good deal. Because he joked that he wanted to pay them in tacos or something.
Yeah. Becky's
fuck?
dad is
The worst.
an awful person and had this float constructed in Mexico. Oh, he actually says Mexico. The women say Mexico.
Yeah.
So,
Becky is getting on the float complaining that it smells like gasoline.
I wonder where we're going.
Her mother is, she's like, get up there. Everything smells like that in Mexico.
I didn't know that. Is that true?
That's what she says. Amy Adams has a wonderful dark comedy line of like, I guess they can, I don't know if they smell it or sparklers do happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I
die.
If I die, this swan explodes and I die. Can you cover the hickeys? Because she's like sitting next to Amber, who she knows works at the funeral home, and the bite marks on my ears.
And
I know I won't show.
But the ones on my thighs.
Yeah, but on my inner thighs. Okay, Leslie, I get it. Yes, I got you.
But to go back to those sparklers that are going off, you remember that gasoline smell. Of course, things are going to spark. And the swan carrying Miss Becky Lehman explodes. The swan ate my baby. Is my favorite line in this entire movie.
All I could think of was the dingo ate my baby.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
Oh gee. Oh crap. Oh crap.
Oh shit.
Well, God, the second time I watched this movie this week, I was actually at work because we had a lot of downtime and got to that part and I just like bust out laughing in my office.
Oh my gosh.
It's great.
So Gladys loses her mind, obviously.
Yes,
and
loses
just like
her shit.
Openly admits to murder
Yes.
in front of the entire town. And then the funniest thing to me in the whole fucking movie is a guy comes into the shot with a cop's hat. The cops crew shows up.
Oh, yeah.
And they like high five the mockumentary crew, like, good to see you. What's up, buddy? Because like the first two mentions of cops come so early in the movie, you forget about it. And so it's like the perfect callback. I fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
So Becky's dead. Gladys gets arrested. Amber is crowned the winner, literally at Becky's funeral.
Like she should have been in the first damn place.
Exactly.
Take the tiara off
The charred
Yes.
tiara.
off of the coffin. So she gets to go to state.
Yay. And once again, this is a nice place where it could have ended, but it doesn't.
Tell us about it.
I will defer to you.
Seed to the floor, too. Why don't you tell us about what happens at State?
Yeah.
Well, it involves seafood.
Like you do.
Like you do. I mean, so I can't tell a story worth shit, but you know what? I'm going to try.
Tell us about the other contestants there.
So, they're a little bit snootier than they were back in
Minnesota.
Mount Rose. Yes. So this is all of the state now, not just
right.
Oh yeah, we're at
not
state.
just the little towns.
This is the winner from every town.
Yes, this is the winner from every town. So as she comes in, everybody gives her the look over, the once over, because she's just looking all like the little country, nothing that basically she is. And there are 2 ladies that are the organizers of the state or the
are
something
they like
pageant.
The state representatives for the cosmetics company that
That's sponsoring they're really kind of funny together.
Yeah.
And I think they're somebody too. At least the one of them is. But they get loaded. They're being interviewed for one thing or another, and every time you see them, they've got margaritas, or empty margarita glasses lined up on the table. Yeah, no shit. And at one point, they it shows the entire place going to the seafood buffet for dinner.
Nothing could go wrong there.
Before the pageant, right? So everybody is loading up their plate. You see crab legs going, oh my God, hanging off of plates and shrimp and just every other sort of crustacean you can possibly think of being loaded onto these plates. And little Amber, what'd she say?
Her mama told her never eat something that eats off the ocean floor or something like that.
So of course,
her mother didn't come with her. Her mother's still in the hospital. Loretta went with her.
Yes,
because she wanted to stay at the airport
My
hotel.
favorite line comes. Yeah, they were very excited to stay at this airport hotel.
Yes.
Who wouldn't be? I mean, yeah. Anyway.
That was me. I'm Loretta in this.
Obviously, if you have ever had a seafood from a buffet, at least once in your lifetime, you had to get sick, right? Every single person that was a contestant ended up getting sick. I mean, they are showing these girls barfing.
There is so much orange juice.
Oh my God, so much barf. I mean, they're showing the 30 levels of the hotel.
What is the music? Do you remember what the music was?
Oh, I don't.
But all these girls are hanging over each floor, and the floor on top of her, they're barfing onto her, and the floor on top of that girl is barfing on them, and this barf is flying everywhere. And so obviously the only one that didn't have the seafood is going to be the winner, right?
Right.
Well, that'd be Amber.
Once again, her luck comes in.
Her luck, So
it was a salmonella dysentery outbreak.
Yes, the great salmonella dysentery outbreak.
Oh dear.
Oh, yes.
Debacle of 1995.
So
she wins state by default.
Yes.
I don't know how I would feel about winning something like that by default.
She's not psyched about it.
Yeah.
But the people interviewing her they're like, how do you feel? And she's like, I feel like I should take a shower. There's barf everywhere.
Me again.
Amber says to the TV crew I just wish my mom could be here. And Loretta's like, you could say hello to her now. And then Loretta leans in. I got some. They're like...
She is the best.
She had been flirting with some guy at the bar.
Yeah, because she was like...
Who was very cute.
Yeah. What, she was trying to throw something into his mouth and she said something
she hits on one guy at the bar and she's like, oh, that's a wedding ring. So then she starts hitting on the bartender. She's like, well, you're cute. If you can catch this in your mouth, I'll give you a surprise.
And he does.
And
she kisses him.
And she kisses him. And he's very pleased.
Yes.
It's cute.
She is the best.
And Ellen Barkin is just in the hospital with her can of beer.
Yucking it up.
Yeah. So the movie's over, right?
You would think. I mean, you would wish, hope.
There's a little cut in of Gladys in prison threatening whatever she's threatening. She's making friends on the inside.
Yeah. She's going to come after Amber.
They're getting ready to go to nationals. Her mother has a hook for a hand now.
which she very cleverly opens a can of beer with.
Punches it.
Just punches it and is so proud.
She got it. Doctor told her to practice.
I mean.
So then they go to nationals.
Yes.
This was so sad.
It's just the state winners on a bus together, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think any of Amber's family goes with her. So they get there and they're like all starry-eyed and they start to see that there are signs on the building seized.
Mm-hmm.
For lease.
Because the cosmetics company has been seized by the IRS for tax evasion.
Yeah. And then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. The other girls start basically tearing the place up.
Because that's what pageant winners do.
I guess. None of them are winners.
And poor sad Amber just turns around, gets back on the bus.
The movie's over, right?
Once again, you would think. But it just keeps going. So where do we go now?
Well, it turns out Gladys escapes prison.
Yes.
She's also pretty good at shooting. She's having this police standoff on the top of a building. Is it some kind of fast food place?
I think it's a fast food place, yeah.
There's a chicken
like on
the roof.
Chicken sign or some shit. I don't know.
And she's wearing fatigues and she's got this rifle, and a reporter on the scene after like 6 hours of this standoff gets shot. Amber is standing there and she just picks up that microphone and she goes. She is on top of it.
She is an immediate pro, man. She's got it. She's probably been practicing that at her side job at the morgue.
Maybe so. When she's not tapping.
Funeral home.
Wow.
And apparently,
so guess what?
She gets that woman's job.
And
one of the few women of color gets her job taken away.
So.
But she gets to be a reporter like Diane Sawyer.
Yes.
And she had Diane Sawyer's haircut.
She did. That stood out to me.
She was super happy.
The American dream.
Truly was.
So was this a happy ending?
Yes. She's lucky.
Lucky
girl.
She is lucky.
I mean, people got what they were angling for. They got what they deserved for sure.
Wow. So now is it over?
Mostly. We get that montage at the end that shows.
Oh yeah, the Where Are They Now?
The Where Are They Now shots. Were there any notable ones in there? Amy Adams was a stripper.
She was going to beauty school.
She's going to beauty school.
But paying her way by stripping. She was last seen in the Philippines. If you have any information, please contact.
Did I mention Alice and Janney? I feel like they did, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't even remember anyone else.
And I know there were a few.
God, who's left alive? I'm trying to go through.
I felt like there were more.
Gladys was in some kind of prison pageant.
Oh, yes.
Came in second place.
Second place. God love her.
Is the movie over?
Is it finally? I think it might finally be.
It's over. Okay. Wow.
Dear Lord.
So it's like a bunch of nothing at the beginning and then so much like in the last 10 minutes.
So much to unpack and yet nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So would it still hold up today? Hell no.
Yeah, I don't think you could make this movie today.
No.
I mean, without some heavy rewrites.
And I mean, I think making any sort of heavy rewrites would ruin it.
Probably.
It would take the...
Yeah.
God, charm is not the right word, but kind of.
Yeah, it's a very time and place movie. We know what your answer is. You hadn't seen this before.
No.
So... What now, when you hear Drop Dead Gorgeous, what is the thing you're going to think about?
The swan ate my baby.
The swan ate my baby.
This is Kirstie. I think that is Kirstie Alley's best line
She's very
scene in this entire movie.
What's the most 90s thing about this movie?
Hair, clothes.
Good Lord.
Those are just small town to me, though.
I wish I would...
Yeah. The ability to make the jokes that they made is very 90s.
That's very true.
Which we are lucky.
Holy crap. Yeah.
In that,
we can't do them anymore.
Yeah.
I agree with that. For me, I think the most 90s thing about this movie is Brittany Murphy. Unfortunately.
She's great.
She's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Her laugh, there was...
I know. She's so cute.
No other.
Just it reminded me so much of her in Clueless. Because she laughed a lot.
Yes.
She has the best giggle.
I know. They just let her go, too. There's like, when they're doing the interviews, I don't know, there has to be like 10 or 15 seconds. They just let her laugh. Like, she's not even on screen. They're just watching the judges. But she's laughing. They're watching her laugh. And it's so cute. Oh boy. I don't know if there's anything else we can say, but is there something else what doesn't hold up?
I mean, because we've talked so much about the jokes, and like I think that is, I mean, anything you could say that doesn't hold up is going to relate directly back to.
I think the biggest things are flippant use of the R word and
any sort of racial slur.
Yeah. And then the guy with pedophilia, like that really hit me in a weird way that I didn't expect it to.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was going on back then too.
Right.
But
we're so much more conscious of it as a culture now.
And how big of a problem that it is.
I know it.
Because I mean, I guarantee if I saw this movie when I was younger, I wouldn't have thought anything of it because it wasn't a thing in the forefront of our minds then.
I mean, it's the exact same thing as making casting couch jokes of like, this is actually something super serious, but nobody outside of that world knows it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just feels very similar to me of like, well, now it's all been aired out. Well, it's starting to get aired out.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go.
But I mean, it's an excellent example of, I mean, you see all the shit that's going on today now as far as, I mean, just take racism, for example. You know, we sit here every single day and we hear this shit and we hear that shit. And we're like, God, it's like no different than it used to be. You know, it's just like it was. But now look at this movie and see we just sat here and said it couldn't be done today.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So we have to be making progress, or that would not be the case.
Right.
Well, and I mean, I will say, because, again, I had never seen this movie. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. If it was a movie that had come out today, I would be horrified.
Yeah. But knowing that it's of an era.
Yeah.
Right. Context. We have more context than was available at the time.
Exactly.
So it's safe to say, oh, gosh.
That's not a good...
Will this movie hold up 20 years? Does it hold up now? And will it hold up 20 years from now?
Did it hold up even 5 years after it came out? I mean, no, I don't think it will hold up. I think it will always be a cult favorite, though.
Sure.
That's all I got, too.
Yeah, I mean...
If we're supposed to be becoming better as a society, it fucking better not hold up.
So, I mean, you think about... Let's say old movies from like the 40s. I'm thinking of the movie Jezebel with Henry Fonda and Bette Davis, which is like, shut up.
Oh, fuck? You think about that?
Well, I'm thinking of it because there's black stereotypes that we are aware of today and weren't an issue when it was filmed and are now an issue as a broader culture, but we can still appreciate the movie for what it did in other ways. I wonder if that's what this will be, of like, yes, it has its problems, but what it did at the time was really interesting in those other aspects. Like, not to say that excuses anything. I mean, like...
Well, and I think part of it is you have to look at it as what it is. It was meant to be a satire. And satires are supposed to show you what is wrong.
That's true. That's true. It's just funny that it also shows you what was okay at the time and is now also wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of does double duty there. Yeah, that's interesting. Was this a good movie?
Yes and no.
I'm going to leave all of that silence in.
Again, I enjoyed the hell out of it. I will totally watch it again. Was it good? No. Do I like it? Yes.
I want Brittany Murphy's laugh. Just like, it's just
all over it.
Is that worth watching the movie for?
Possibly, yeah.
Denise Richards being horrifying.
And the swan ate my baby.
Yeah.
Don't cry out loud. Oh. Come on, everybody with me.
This is a comedy podcast, but given the subject material on this one, I did want to stress that we are very serious about mental health here. So if you are struggling with eating disorders, please call the National Eating Disorders Association helpline. It's 1-800-931-2237. Hotline is open at 9 to 9 Eastern Time on weekdays, except for Fridays 9 to 5. If you need help outside of that very specific window, you can also call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It's 24/7, and it's not just for when you're feeling suicidal, it's for any crisis. That number is 1-800-273-TALK. That's 8255. And if you're like me and can literally not place a phone call because of anxiety, text the word HOME to 741-741. It's the crisis text line. And if you want to talk about eating disorders specifically, text NEDA to that same number, 741-741. We want you to be happy and healthy, so please take care of yourselves. 1999 lives on at geekspective.com, where you can find other gorgeous podcasts like this one. You can reach out to this show on the social medias at PlitGif, PLITGYIF. That's Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. And you can find me on Tumblr at Wizards First. So I'll talk to you later. Hope to see you at the next party.